Graph y equals negative x squared. Well, what we can do to figure this out is we know that regular x squared is a parabola that looks like this. So graphing y equals negative x squared is going to be the same thing but upside down. Now, if you need a few variables or a few values, that's fine. Let's write out a few. Let's write out, since this happens at the middle, let's just write out maybe 3 of them. Or now we'll do 4. We'll do -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So we'll see what happens when we plug in x and what y we get. So I get -2 squared, right? So -2 squared, which is -4, right? So -4, bloop. This would be -1 squared, so -1, which is -1. -0 squared, which is -0, which is 0. -1 squared, which is -1 squared, which is -1. It's -1. It's -1. And -2 squared, which is -4, which is -4. So we have a few points now. Okay? -2, -4, put a dot right there. -1, -1, put a dot right there. 0, 0, put a dot right there. 1, -1, put a dot right there. And 2, -4, put a dot right there. Now this is an inequality, right? And the inequality that we're given is greater than or equal to. So one thing we have to remember is when we draw our graph out, when we draw our curve, it's going to be a dashed line, like so. Okay? And not only that, we also care about everything above. Since it's greater than, there's going to be shading. So we're going to shade above the curve, not inside the curve, above the curve. So everything that I'm shading is technically a correct solution to this inequality. Like if I were to choose 2, 1 here and plug in 2, 1, it would give me a correct solution because of the fact that it's an inequality, and I don't care about things being equal. In this case, I care about things being greater than. I'm not allowed to include the line itself. The line doesn't count, but everything in the shading does. And that's how you graph a parabola. That's an inequality.